We got our own Clika. Strong Clika. 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 That's all we got is.
Welcome to La Clika Podcast. Woo. Today we have a special guest. Our special guestess is Courage You Bastards from Huntington Park and LA and Tennessee, I guess.
Yeah. That's right. I play the banjo. Lead banjo.
So let's do a little round table introduction, starting with you.
Oh, God, he looked right at me. Hey, what's up? I'm Mike. I do vocals. You can find me on Instagram on Howl Laughter. I made this joke earlier. I'm going to make it again. I'm also available at Topless Maids. That's right, toplessmaids.com. I'll shake my titties and clean your dishes.
Do you wear the little garb?
Yeah, of
Nice,
course.
man.
Yeah.
That's where he puts the scrub brushes at.
The head of the dick is hanging down.
It's like, where are your cleaning supplies? Hold on, I need to bend over.
Don't tell him where he puts that plunger.
Clean on the outside and the inside. Toplessmaids.com.
And I'm Joey. I play the guitar, and I really don't have any social media, so I don't promote myself, I guess. Yeah. So.
What about your Pornhub?
Well, I view it a lot, but I'm not subscribed or anything like that.
So sexy Joey at Pornhub.com, is that where they find you?
So
you can find me there.
So you don't comment? You don't make any comments on the Pornhub?
No. I just, you know what I do to it.
All right, good man.
I like to.
Who the fuck comments on Pornhub fucking videos?
I like to share recipes. I'm like, if you guys want some bomb ass blueberry muffins, check this out.
Check out double penetration.
Double penetration banana bread. It's delicious.
All right, so I'm Adrian. I play the drums, and my Instagram is Remove Your Zorch. And I have RedTube. I have Ripped Up Pornhub. I have all of it.
Grinder.
And I'm the guy that leaves the comments all the time.
This porn was bullshit. Her nipples were weird.
Adrian is a scholar.
I'm
of
even
porn.
into tentacle hentai if you're interested.
I heard something about Tinder. Or Grinder. Sorry, Grinder?
Yeah. Amish grinder too.
I heard of that. That grinders, that's like for getting your power tools worked on, right? Like there's a lot of burly looking guys on there. They look like they know what they're doing, man. It's like, hey,
home
dude.
improvement fans.
It's like, hey, I got a chainsaw. Can you help me out with this? He's
And
like,
snappy
yeah.
dressers, man.
He's like, yeah, I'll meet you under the bridge 3 a.m., which I think is a weird time to be cleaning power tools, but, you know, hey, man, no judgment.
And I'm Anthony, bass player, and my social media is Mustang Punks and also Courage You Bastards.
Oh, yeah, we should probably mention
He
the
runs
actual
the-
band.
You guys have a website and everything, or just the social media?
We have a CourageYouBastards.com, and we're Twitter, YouTube, all that.
I encourage you bastards.
All right. How did you guys come up with a name?
Oh, boy. Well, first off, I always make the joke, and I think I made it to you guys at the show that we played. We always sound like a motivational band for, like, pirates. Like, encourage you bastards, believe in yourself, and go out and get that job, or comment on that Pornhub. Good job.
It's like an Irish pirate right there.
I was about to say that a little bit on the
I started to go Irish toward the end there. That's fine. It's my people.
Lucky Charm pirate?
Yeah, a little bit. I stay the fuck away from my cereal. All right. Anyway, we're allowed to cuss, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank God.
What was it? Cunt, nuts, balls. What else can we say, Chris?
Pretty much everything.
All right,
fuck
cool.
shit, fuck.
Fuck
There
shit.
it is.
No, you can't use that twice. You can't
Yeah,
use fuck
you
twice.
blew
Dickhole.
Blew it. Somebody do the clap. Yeah, no, I think I can't even remember, man. That was back when we were practicing in Joey's like living room.
You gave us a list. You gave us a list of band names.
Oh, I did? Yeah, I
And
didn't
originally
remember.
we were going to go with a band
Well,
name
it was-
called Suicide Run.
Yeah.
And then Courage You Bastards really just kind of...
Yeah, I think
popped
at the time it was like the first couple songs we wrote were more like trying to be more driven and motivational, or like, you know, and like I'm somebody who grew up like not knowing my dad, so literally the definition of bastard is somebody who doesn't have
There you go.
somebody to look up to like that. So yeah, and it's something that stuck. And I think we got to a point where our music changed. And I was kind of like, I think we should change our name. And Anthony was like, you can't because we have a Facebook page now and
It's official.
branding.
T-shirts and merchandise.
Yeah,
and
but no, I like it. But again, I have to say it 3 or 4 times to people at shows, so they like remember.
Ah. I remember I saw that. I'm like, courage, comma, you bastard.
Yeah.
Or is it bastards?
Yeah,
That's right.
bastards,
There
plural.
you go.
Not, there's just one bastard out there, of course.
All
No,
right.
no more. None
I
of
just
you,
making sure.
none of you other ones. Just the one guy.
I heard there's a band out there called Bravery You Illegitimate Child. Heard that one? Heard that one?
Yeah, they're a cover band of ours. They're, yeah, they're a little more intellectual than us, you know. They
They're from
went
Tennessee.
They went straight to the thesaurus. It's a bravery, you illegitimate child. This next song we're going to play. It's about a library. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like that name. It's a lot better. It's a lot more kid.
No, I love. Well, like you can tell, Adrian, our drummer, gets drunk or really high some nights, and he'll text us all at like 2 a.m. and be like, "You guys, what about semi-truck explosion?" We're just like,
I had
"What?"
one was a funeral at high noon. Or
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I was like, you've been watching cowboy shit.
It's a lot of names.
Definitely.
It's
So
like
watch-
late night HBO.
Skinamax.
And you got a very unique stage presence, and I never seen that in a singer before. Where do you draw your energy from?
I have this epilepsy medicine I'm supposed to take, and I just don't take it. No, I don't know. I think the first time we like practiced together, I think Joey, our guitarist, used to practice. Like he was about to call the cops to come get this insane white guy out of his house. He was like, I don't know. He ate some sriracha and he just lost his mind. I don't know. He can't handle the heat. No, man, it's like, you know, I loved like Black Flag and Iggy Pop and Converge, and just for me, this particular style of music, hardcore, it's about the ferocity and the connection to the music. And I've had people comment that like, oh, it looks like you're possessed or something. And for me, it kind of is a religious experience. Like I get to take all the shit in my life and all the sounds pretentious, like I should be putting on mascara. All the pain that I put into my music. Batman voice. Like basically I get to take that stuff and just let it out. You know, like we played at this what was the name of it? Candy's Bar?
Yeah, it was recent.
Yeah, which was a dope spot. But we got there and there's like a nice fire pit and it's outside. And I'm like, well, wherever you put us, I'm still going to do my thing. So by the middle of the set, I was jumping across the fire pit and dragging a chair across. And, you know, it's just like you know, if we're going to be there, we're going to do this. Let's fucking do it. Right?
I think he attracts more people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they see this guy jumping.
Or
around
scare
and
them
stuff.
off. We played one time at the Universal
It's good
Bar
too.
and Grill.
That's always good too.
And the first couple tables after the second song just cleared out. It was a bunch of like secretaries that were out for a drink on a Friday night. It's like, oh no, I think he's got rabies. Let's get out of here.
Well, the show we played with Orchest back in November, people were watching.
Yeah,
back.
yeah. And no, and it's never like I never want to hurt anybody or be confrontational, but yeah, that's the spirit of it.
They're giving you space.
Yeah,
For your safety.
Yeah, a
And
little bit.
theirs.
It's probably the way I
They
smell
let him
too.
do his clinic. He puts on his clinic.
It's ferocious jazzercise. That's what it is. It's
But
Zumba.
the cool thing is that he actually does it in practice as well. So
Yeah.
we're just we're all sitting down. We're sitting down. Adrian's sitting down on drums, obviously, and he's just running around and going nuts, and we're just watching him. So it's pretty,
we're
it's
like
fun.
all black in the background, you know, just in
Yeah.
shadow, and he's just jumping around in the practice.
Oh wow.
I mean, back home in Tennessee, I remember putting on like Rage Against the Machine, and me and my buddies, because there's literally nothing to do in Tennessee, would literally have like a mosh pit in my bedroom, just to music. I mean, it's always been about that. You know, and again, you watch people like Henry Rollins, or you watch Iggy Pop, and you watch these guys where they're they transport you. You know, and I think that's what it is. And if I try to get up there and not do that, it would be really fake. We did play one time at a jazz club, which we were like, oh, these poor people. They're just sitting down. This one guy's got like a shrimp cocktail. He's with his wife. Oh, shit. I think that's the only time I've been a little subdued. But most of the other time, like, I'm going to grab things. I'm going to drag things.
I think that was the only show you didn't take your shirt off.
Yeah.
The one in
Was a
Rialto.
guaranteed shirt show?
Yeah. I just need people to see my nipples. It's a fetish. If you guys, once we get going in this thing, you guys are all going to see them. Right?
There it is.
Yeah.
I'll be gone by then. Take pictures.
I'll just be in the back of your car later then.
He's gonna be at your job holding up his shirt, showing his nipples.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Holding a boombox up in the air.
He knows where you live now. I mean,
Dude, I remember that show when you guys played with Orchest. We were there, and there's this little fucking kid. It was all ages, I guess.
Oh yeah, I saw
And he was looking at this guy like he was ready to cry, dude. He was just like, "Fuck!" And I was like, "Damn, this guy's just dragging a fucking chair across the ground and jumping on the bar top and shit." I was
good.
like, "Damn."
You know what I'm saying?
I think later I went up and I was
Wonderful.
like, "Hey, buddy," and the mom like grabbed the kid and like
God.
pulled back. I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm really a nice guy, I promise."
We
I
actually
want to
we
do
actually
that when I
noticed,
grow older.
We actually noticed that as well. I told him, hey, dude, you scared the kid in the front.
Yeah, the kid
I
was
felt so bad.
He was scared.
Mommy, don't let the small bearded leprechaun come get me. Please.
He's like, why is Jesus acting like Satan?
Hey, so that's our first shout out of the night. It's to that little kid.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Shout out
kids.
to the
Yeah,
scared
shout
kid.
out. I'm
Orchid
sorry.
kid.
Not an apology.
Send me your therapy bills. I'll do what I can.
To his first and last show.
So that little bastard doesn't have any courage.
Oh, there he is. That illegitimate offspring has no bravery.
The first pun of the night. The first pun of the night.
Yeah.
Sounds like the last one.
I'm trying to think. I think there was one moment where that part of the performance got awkward, and I think it was literally our first or second show. It was one of Adrian's friends who was kind of like, wasn't he like? You remember this, Adrian? He's like a little kind of gangstery, like kind of a tough dude.
Is that our first show?
Yeah. And
Yeah, he was touching up on his girl.
No,
though.
no. Hey, whoa.
No, okay.
I'll call my lawyer right now. I swear to God, I'm a white guy. I got one. But anyway, so basically, I was crawling under the table, and I don't start mosh pits. I mean, if people want to do it, fuck yeah, let's do it. But I don't try to push people. But I will go up and like if somebody's just sitting there, I'll like tap their foot a little bit, or I'll like I think one girl I kind of pulled her purse away a little bit, and then she kind of looked at me, and I was like, okay, I should stop. Anyway, but I just tapped her foot, and then the rest of the show I didn't notice, but apparently the dude moved his girl behind him and was just sitting there like watching me the rest of the time. So, but luckily everybody else has been cool about it.
That was our first show.
Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah, Jazz. What was it?
Jazz.
Second Street Jazz. Since closed in Little Tokyo.
Yeah, Second Street Jazz.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together?
Too long.
2011.
Yeah.
That's almost 8 years.
Yeah. That's a whole child that I could scare at a show.
It's my longest relationship for sure.
Yeah, we're all in couples therapy together. It's good.
Has the lineup changed since 2011, or this has been the same members?
Same idiots. Yeah.
We've been thinking about kicking Mike out, but you know, maybe just come back to him. It's like,
Yeah.
You can't say no to nipples.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
One shirt flash is like, oh god, all right.
it's like a fly that doesn't die, you know. You
Yes.
just
Are they like pepperoni nipples, or what are they, man?
It's
You've
one.
seen 'em, you know you've seen 'em.
It's one inverted and one pepperoni.
Okay, but is it the natural redhead invisible nipples, or
It's I'm getting sunburnt right now just from the desk lamp.
We got to
in
see
here.
him.
No. You got to work for it. You got to earn it.
Well, there's some liquor right there behind you.
Yeah.
You need
God,
some-
this whole topless maids joke just has really spiraled out of
Yeah,
control.
that sounded kind of weird. There's some booze behind you again.
Moving on to the nipples.
Liquid courage, you bastard.
Sexual assault, you bastards.
so? What do you got in the works as far as new material goes? Yeah.
We talked about this. We're not supposed to ask certain questions, Dick.
I'm sorry.
No.
That's a hard question.
I'm gonna field this. I'm gonna shut up for a minute. It's what happens is we go into practice. We have one new song that we've been kicking around for a while that I really love. It's called "Nah," after our drummer's favorite answer to every single fucking text you ever send him. It's like, Adrian, do you like rainbows? Nah. All right. Anyway, so
show we're on.
we got that, and then the other thing that happens is we'll just start jamming. And this man to my right, Joey, the guitar player, will play one of the best riffs I've ever heard. Something I'm just like, oh, I love that. I want to dedicate that to my mom. And then I'll go, dude, what was it? And I'll go, I don't remember. So that's where we're at with that.
Record it, you bastards.
Yeah.
That's what you should do. You record your practices.
No, even I'll do that sometimes. And then I play the video back. I'm like, you guys remember this? This is a good one. And they go, oh, yeah. And then they just start playing something else.
That's pretty much how we write songs. We just make up riffs and then I'll make a beat up and then write a song and it takes maybe a week to write.
Or
Sometimes
he-
it's faster than usual.
Or he plays a beat,
Or I'll
and
play
we're
a
like,
beat and then,
we're like,
yeah,
okay,
do
it
something.
sounds kind of cool. Let me play to that, or he'll play to
And
that,
then, yeah.
or whatever. But yeah.
And Anthony just kind of sits in the back and
Goes with the flow.
plays the bass.
Job of the bass player.
Do you guys all contribute to the lyrics, or is there somebody who?
Oh, no, that's all Mike.
No, they stay the fuck out of that
He's
shit.
the poet. He's the poet with all the answers.
No. I present stuff. I think my favorite was like year 2 or something. Joey was like, yeah, on this part you should just say, go fuck yourself. That would be awesome. Like, that's kind of what I'm saying, but in like a different way.
You're being more poetic about it.
Yeah, exactly.
His lyrics are
Go
really good. His
away
lyrics
and
are
never
really
come
good, though.
back. Something like that, right? Something like that.
His lyrics are really good. if anybody actually reads his lyrics, they're really.
I don't know his lyrics at all.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
I have trouble with the title of the songs as well.
I guess I'm the only one then.
The running joke is nothing really solidifies until we record it. So I've had lyrics change all the way up until the day on the last record we did. I was literally like feverishly rewriting the night before because I get frustrated with what I write and don't like it. So.
Yeah, with new songs, there's no lyrics. He's just screaming. What sounds like words, but it's not.
Yeah.
So it's lyrics, you bastards.
Yeah, that's.
It's kind of like
so many things, you bastards.
It's kind of like when they told Jim Morrison, "Hey, you can't say light my fire. Instead, can you say girl? We can't get much better." Something like that.
Yeah. Like, Mike, we're trying to target a demographic here. If you could pull it together.
So, what are your musical influences, and what do you draw from them to make up your style of playing?
Well, I like older punk rock, Black Flag, Circle Jerks. But I also listen to a lot of Fat Records, Low Effects, Strung Out. But I don't think we sound really like any of them.
You absolutely don't.
Yeah, so
no.
I think more than anything, Adrian, his drumming helps, I guess, my riffs, so it kind of changes them up. So I kind of have to change up my riff to his style as well.
Joey's a very jaded musician. He's like got a hard shell. So I'm getting him into other bands like Animals as Leaders and stuff like that. And he's starting to
No, he goes into Circus Survive, and he goes into.
Well, I like a lot of stuff. I listen to Bjork. I listen to Bjork. I mean,
yeah,
I listen to
Bjork's the shit.
I mean, I listen to all that stuff. So I mean,
oh yeah.
I think Anthony has a pretty wide range of stuff too, and Mike has a wide range of stuff.
But it's easier with Anthony and I because we've been in bands pretty much since.
Well, me too.
Since junior high. Us together though.
Oh yeah.
He's been in my house since we were like 13, jamming all the time. So we're pretty much on the same wavelength or whatever, mental length, whatever you want to call it.
Have you, given your influences, have you been set with those bands, and was it hard for you to kind of start opening up to new stuff?
I think I'm still stuck in my old ways. I really don't like new stuff that much. It's kind of sad, but yeah, I really don't like the newer stuff for some reason. I just can't get really into it. He's actually turned me on to certain things, like Animals as Leaders. Some stuff I'm like, it's not too bad, but I still stick to my guns.
More the instrumental bands.
Yeah.
Animals as Leaders,
right.
And Intervals, another band that I got into.
Right, I'm not into a lot of the vocals today, like a lot of screams and then beautiful singing or whatever you want to call it.
He's not into the harmonizing.
Yeah,
he's not into the Coheed and Cambria or the.
Oh yeah,
not that much.
I stick to my guns. I'm pretty much the same as I was before.
Yeah,
hard shell.
I don't.
Be cracked.
Although they're like fucking phenomenal musicians and whatnot, but I think with him and I, we're stuck in.
Don't say it. Don't.
Please say it. I want to hear.
No.
20 minutes of arguing.
Is this turning into?
We're gonna lose like 8,000 listeners.
I was
in 4 sentences.
We're going
I
minus
was
it?
gonna say that
breath.
although they're phenomenal musicians and whatnot, but I get what you're saying. Like bands like say for instance, Kill Switch Engage. Never been into the band. Great band. Never been into it though. But I saw them live at the Jägermeister Music Tour in like 2004. Slayer, and that was the first time I heard like hard wretched screams and then beautiful, heavenly harmonizing, and I'm like, that doesn't sit well with me.
Did you ever like bands like Machine Head? Like older 90s,
yeah, we
kind of metal like that.
Yeah.
We saw
even Slipknot could do the harmonizing thing too.
We saw Machine Head with Biohazard open up for Slayer.
Biohazard's
in 1994.
94,
we just turned 15 years old and fucking
nice.
Slayer came out with the Divine Intervention album, and that it was at the
That's
Shrine
going up.
Auditorium, and it was out of fucking control, dude. Out of control.
Still one of the biggest pits I've ever seen, dude.
But again, 15 years old, that was kind of like, I want to say maybe for all of us, that was like kind of almost like the inception of like early Victory style type of records, or the sound, the
hardcore
New
sound.
York hardcore sound. Biohazard, Machine Head came with the groove, and it was like, fuck, this is shit. This is a shit. And then we graduated, and then cometh fucking Victory Records, and then you got bands like Hatebreed and then Korn fucking started, and
Snapcase,
all that shit.
Hey,
Ignite,
Snapcase. Not a lot of people know Snapcase.
Ignite,
Snapcase,
Bloodlet, all that shit. Earth Crisis, and
We played with Earth Crisis.
no
Oh,
shit.
shit, dude.
Yeah, we
opened
opened
for
for
them.
Slide
Oh,
Bar.
yeah.
Many years ago.
Fucking badass. Yeah, and then the rest is history after that. But like, I get what you're saying. You're so stuck with that, and then here comes the harmonizing stuff like that. It's too kind of new for me.
So you don't harmonize?
Yeah, come on, Joey. No, I'll say like.
Well, at least it's not.
Well, this is how we harmonize. Hello. Hello.
Nipples.
Well done.
Invisible nipples.
I will say, in Joey's defense, though, he's like, yeah, maybe he doesn't listen to a lot of stuff or whatever, but he, like, the riffs he writes are just, to me, I'll just be like, what the hell is that? And he'll look at me and go, I don't know. And it's like, well, then keep playing it. So that's great.
I'll tell him it sounds like this band. Who the hell are they?
Yeah, that's where we all go, oh, yeah, okay, Adrian, tell us about it later. Let's focus. But one of the bands that got us all on the same page in 2011 was Gallows. Because I remember we were a Craigslist couple. We met on Craigslist. Special misconnections.
Shout out Craigslist.
Yeah, there it is.
Glassjaw too. Glassjaw kind of.
Courage, you possible rapists online.
We could all agree. We could all agree with the Glassjaw too. We're all we like
Glassjaw, yeah.
And Refused.
And
Oh, yeah.
Refused too.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Refused was cool.
I just saw a YouTube video about Refused and how that album, The Shape of Punks to Come, became more relevant in 2015 than it did when it came out.
Grammy nominated.
Yep.
Shit. All right, so what do you guys consider yourself? You consider yourself hardcore, metal, punk? I mean, what do you consider yourselves?
Well, I've always thought we were fusion, but some people think that's like old people music.
Yeah.
Fusion. It's styles melded together. So I was always thinking it's like punk, and then we have his punk influences and his punk, and then we got metal and then hardcore stuff. And, I mean, that's just.
Yeah, I always use the hashtags to describe us as punk hardcore. And that's what matters is the hashtags.
What's on Anthony's playlist is what I'm curious about. He's been so quiet, dude. It's kind of scary right
I was
now.
about to say.
He's ready to attack.
I've been talking to him all week, and now he's not saying anything.
I know.
But it was through Instagram.
Yeah, he's our computer guy. So he does everything. He does. His voice is. Yeah, his voice is a computer and the phone.
His voice is his fingers.
There it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just tap your thumbs on the mic if you want.
It's like those Tinder dates, dude. Where they're all chatting up like, "What's up, baby? When I see you, I'm gonna fuck you all crazy." And then they get there to the date, and they're just like, "This is awkward. What do we do?" Like, that was you guys, right?
Keyboard warriors.
Oh man.
He says one word, but that one word will change your life, your outlook on your philosophy.
There you go.
So let's get Anthony in on the conversation, man.
Yeah, put him on the spot.
So what are your influences and how you draw from the music?
Well, I grew up just like Joey, listening to old punk. My dad would take me to the Cypress swap meet, pick up cassettes of like Slayer, Megadeth, and then Black Flag, and he would quiz me. He would put on the music on the sound system, and then ask me, "Who is this?" I'm like, "It sounds like Dave Mustaine, Megadeth." And
So your dad was poser checking you, dude?
pretty much.
It's like, no son of mine is going to walk around here and not be able to identify Metallica.
Yeah,
That's like a dad, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with that.
We had Chris for that. We had Chris poser checking us all the time. And then fucking Joe on the drums, fucking playing the death drums.
Hey, what song is this? Slayer it? Yeah.
I actually do the same thing with him. I'll play a beat, and I'll be like, okay, who's that? And he'll guess. He's pretty good at it, too.
Him.
Al Bundy.
That's the hardest one.
Most people think that song is called Go With Him, but it's not.
But cassettes, dude? Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, cassettes.
Remind the children what those are, because
This is the youngest one here.
some people don't know.
Who's the youngest one here?
Adrian?
I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, Adrian, yeah.
How old are you?
I'll be 36 on Monday.
No, you're old.
34.
Yeah, he's the baby.
You win.
So who's the oldest one here?
That would be the old white fucker over here.
No,
Oh, me?
the fucking Indian dude.
How old are you?
40,
Now we're just pointing fingers. I mean,
40 deuce. I'm 40 deuce.
you're old.
If you guys want an autograph, he's the original Cleveland Indian.
Is
As a white guy,
They're
I'm
not
not
gonna
allowed to
use that
comment on
he's
this.
he's the original Cleveland Indian and the original Washington Redskin.
Chief Wahoo. That's a Chief Wahoo. Chief Wahoo.
Used to come out on King of the Hill, John Redcorn.
Always with the John Redcorn.
You've heard of Chief Sitting Bull? Well, this is Chief Bullshit.
Oh man.
So what song did you listen to on the way here, if any?
No, I stopped listening to music in my car a couple years
Just
ago.
say Baby Shark. Baby Shark.
Sports radio.
Mama Shark.
But-
That's a phenomenon right now, isn't it?
Dude, it's fucking catchy as fuck, dude. Have you heard the death metal version of it?
What was it?
The death metal version of Baby Shark?
What the fuck is Baby Shark?
Dude,
It's
we'll send you a link.
It's like a little kid song.
Don't listen to it, man. It'll never leave your head.
You know what
It'll
it
be there
is?
forever. Yeah, I know what it is.
You know what it is?
That and horses in the back.
shit.
Don't listen to that.
Horses in the bed.
Oh, I know.
Horses
Isn't
in the
that the Ween song?
No.
That's Ocean Man.
No, that's
Ocean
old.
Man.
That's Old Town Road, right? That's what
Yeah,
it's
it's
called.
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road. It's got Billy Ray Cyrus on guest vocals. For
I'd rather listen to Baby Shark than that song.
Me too.
I'd rather listen to Ocean Man by
you could combine them actually. I'm gonna take my baby shark to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride until I can't no more. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Baby horse, fool.
Baby horse. Yeah, that's right.
Wouldn't that be a pony?
Hey, dog.
Wait, now we're
It
gonna do
depends.
Genuine from the '90s.
Oh, God.
I listen to Daughters. You guys heard of them? Yeah, it's like a noisecore band. I just feel very stuck up when I use that kind of phrase. Yeah, like that's the type of shit I'm into. Them like Napalm Death. Like when I like heavy stuff, it's like super heavy.
Oh, yeah.
So you didn't even ask me that question, but I'm taking it.
No, I'm glad.
Took
Yeah, I was
that
actually.
question.
I was gonna ask. I was gonna go around the table.
Said you look at these nipples.
Asking all the questions. Anthony's getting all the questions now.
Yeah, because we're trying to crack him.
So early.
go back to
Anthony, he's all quiet back there.
Well, let me ask you something. Early Napalm Death or later Napalm Death?
Oh, dude, I feel like depending on my answer, I'm gonna get a knife in my throat. So
No.
I actually like both, man. I like I click around online a lot, so I'm not sure the names of albums, but the one from like 2012.
Are they still on Nuclear? Is it Nuclear Blast? That's the record company they were with?
No, yeah, Nuclear Blast Records. I'm not sure. I don't think so. That's Enemy of the Music Business, though. I think that 2012.
Oh, is it?
So was
Yeah.
Roadrunner. Wasn't Roadrunner? Was the enemy
No,
of
I'm
music?
sorry. Easy Meat.
Yeah, that might be the one. I
Easy
think.
Meat.
I have a phone. I'll look it up.
Do you like anal cunt?
My mom's favorite band. Sweetie, if you listen to these fresh, dope beats, come here, listen to that.
Dude, either them or the meat shits is playing soon, dude.
Anal Cunt, the singer died, dude.
Yeah,
didn't he?
but also it's
What?
meat shits that are
When did
playing.
he?
Yeah.
When did he die? What are you talking about?
He fell off an escalator.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Are you serious?
that's about a year or so ago.
Holy shit!
Death Rock, you know what I'm saying? Like,
First
God,
fucking,
rest in peace, dude.
first fucker to die on an escalator.
That no. That, if you fall down into it, that shit's terrifying.
You
Have
fall
seen that?
forever?
No, no.
Keep going up, keep falling and falling in the same
You're like,
spot.
help me, please. Okay, I'm gonna come around again.
That was his final hit.
Good God.
they actually recorded it too.
Oh,
and
that's
it's
fucked
It's
up.
on iTunes right now.
I seen a fucking lady fall down with an electric wheelchair.
Oh,
And that shit was like smashing her, and she fucking lived. So I don't get it.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that's that one is utilitarian.
Oh, Utilitarian?
Yeah, I like that.
It's a good album.
Yeah, we grew up with, Napalm Death, Morbid Angels, fucking Terrorizer.
Yeah.
I remember fucking subscribing to Columbia House
Oh yeah,
and
shit.
getting a shit.
25 CDs.
Yeah,
for 7
I
cents.
remember subscribing to Columbia House and getting a ton of shit that I didn't want, and I would go to Dark Realm Records in Downey with a stack of crap,
Dude,
and
yeah.
for one fucking Cannibal Corpse CD, dude, I take them like 25 CDs here, dude. They're like White Lion, Great White, Midnight Oil. Yeah, you can take that. That's how I got the bleeding. You know,
remember,
Tomb of the Mutilated.
Do you remember Wild Rags?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hammer's,
Yeah.
Whittier, right?
Whittier Boulevard
Yeah.
in East LA, right?
Wild Rags was in Montebello.
Montebello. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
Dark Realm.
That's where I
What
got
was the other one?
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth. There you go.
Wild Rags, where I got Nirvana Bleach.
No, no shit.
Hey, there you go.
And your butthole.
You remember Hot Topic?
My butthole Bleach.
Hot
Topic
topic,
was
dude.
the shit.
Hot Topic.
I always go for the new Marilyn Manson shirts back in the 2000s. Good times.
That was a whole thing back in the day where everybody was like Marilyn Manson goth. You remember that?
Looking at me, I was not goth, but I liked Marilyn Manson a lot, and
Yeah.
kind of paved the way for like Dark Funeral and stuff like that. Honestly,
Dude, Marilyn Manson was a shit. Antichrist Superstar. That was a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
great album, dude.
Yeah.
Portrait of American Family was good too.
Yeah.
I mean, anything before Dope Show or whatever that shit. Mechanical Animals was it?
Mechanical Animals?
I couldn't get into Mechanical Animals as much as the other stuff.
You know,
Sorry, Maryland.
Nothing beats still getting on the fucking bus and going to Middle Earth and fucking shopping for hours and then fucking going back home on the bus with all your shit. You can't wait to get home and play it.
Dude, I remember standing in CD stores back home in Tennessee and like having the 2 CDs I wanted, but I only had money for one. So I'd stand there for a fucking hour.
And what else?
Yeah, it was Garth Brooks and "My Dick Is a Potato" by Dolly Parton. My dick is a potato. Is that Bryan Adams a little bit?
Can I be your spud?
Girl.
I know when Hot Topic came around, I wasn't a big fan of it, but it sure beat fucking getting on a bus and going to Hollywood to buy all the fucking shirts, dude.
Oh yeah, no shit, dude. Yeah, we all got on the bus one day to go see like a victory.
The California Takeover.
You wouldn't see the California Takeover.
Yeah, at the Whiskey. We went from Huntington Park, jumped on like 3 different buses to go to the Whiskey, and we saw Blood for Blood, Madball, Earth Crisis, Bloodlet, and Strife, and Hatebreed.
And also Path of Resistance.
Yeah, Path of Resistance.
Yeah.
And that was
a long ass show.
Dude, that was a fucking show.
That really was, dude.
That was a fucking show.
By like the 5th band, the pit's got to be like, "Hey guys, let's just lean on each other. Let's just, hey, I brought some Gatorade if you want it. Let's just like,
like
take
we
a minute."
wanted to stay in the front, so we didn't even bother going to the bathroom. We held that shit in. Dude.
Nice,
It was
yeah.
one of those shows just
That's
fucking
it.
packed, man.
Well, once it gets to a certain point, you're like, "Hey man, I'm pissing right now. Nobody knows."
That's what the subwoofer's for right there, dude.
That fucking subwoofer just smells like urine.
So your piss comes out like blah, 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 blah. That's a dubstep show, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
That's the origins of dubstep. Piss on a woofer, dude.
You get that noise.
Courage, you woofer.
So
make Anthony answer more questions.
Yeah,
okay,
go ahead.
Anthony,
Go ahead.
what?
He's about to
So,
talk right now.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Continue about your influences there, Anthony.
I already forgot.
You forgot your influences?
How about, I have a question about what are your influences? Who are your influences on bass? That's a good one.
It's a good one.
Nice.
Doing your jobs for you.
There's this Social Distortion cover band.
Oh shit!
And their bass
Tribute, dick.
Oh, sorry, tribute band. What are they, mainliner?
I think he's talking about me.
You're talking about the new bass player, right?
Yeah, you're talking about the new bass player. Yeah. So who is your influence on bass? Let's talk bass for a second.
Oh yeah, so bass.
Are you a Steve Harris fan?
I don't know anybody's names, to tell you the truth.
Bass player of
I don't
Iron
know.
Maiden.
I don't know song titles. I don't know lyrics. I don't know.
That's a lie. 'Cause
Band
he
members.
likes Fat Mike a lot. I know he does like Fat Mike. You know,
everybody knows
plays
Fat
bass
Mike.
guitar.
But
Every time I come to practice, they look at me. They're like, "Kill the white man." No effects.
So that one guy who plays that one song for that one band.
yeah,
There you go,
I mean
man.
the bass player from like Lagwagon, he's fucking badass. Strung Out, freaking at the drive-in.
Yeah.
So your dad never quizzed you on bass player names.
We assume he knows. You know, he plays bass. He should.
He's like, son, what's his name?
That guy plays
Oh, that
bass.
one song? I don't know.
Bank manager smiled, says we've never had a request quite like that before, sir.
You wanna do what? You wanna put your family where? That's right, inside the vault, safe and calm. I want them gathering interest, perfectly kept, perfectly preserved in every single word. Are you frustrated with your affections? Are you bleeding? Do you wish a different life? Only can you count the time you sat alone in your own mind, bearing witness as your loves are all slowly torn apart. crossroads in sight. All that I am, all that I have, I take to the knife. It's crossroads in sight. The glow of the pomegranate takes my hand as we walk through the night. It's crossroads in sight. Seconds and eons all pass in the blink of an eye. It's crossroads in sight. All that I know, all that I am, give up the last breath, give up my strength, give up the time, give up the lies, give up your lies. Take your stand, don't take me, all you want, you have given to the boy. You said I died, your family is here, you yourself Give out the last breath, give out the sight. See that child, see that you love, see how we I'm sorry, son, but we can't accept your deposit at this present time. I'm sorry, still we can't accept your deposit at this time. The only way out, is always now.
Right on. We're back.
-1.
Okay, so let's talk about Kanye West.
Pre Kim Kardashian or post?
Yeah.
Post Kim Kardashian.
He sucks.
He's racist.
I'm not that familiar with his stuff, but I think he's talented. But I think he's completely fucking insane. Like his interview with Ellen DeGeneres is by far one of the most amazing, disturbing things. Steve Jobs is dead. Walt Disney is dead, and little Ellen's sitting there like, okay, we're gonna cut to some cute kitten videos. Anyway, it's amazing.
It's nothing like awkward interviews.
Yeah.
It's pretty awkward when he was there with Trump too. I mean, talk about awkward, and both of those guys just fucking
Yeah.
most awkward thing ever.
Can we grab the wheel of this conversation and just jerk it hard to the right?
Well, he started it.
I was just joking. Hold on.
Hey,
We'll edit that out.
yeah.
We'll edit that out.
It's magically fixed.
So, how many songs you guys got working in your when you're set? And like, what's your average set time?
40 minutes, 45 minutes. Yeah. No, lately
That's
we've
less.
been able.
Yeah.
Well, like it depends on the show. Like, we've had a few. Like, I would say my favorite spots to play is like the Redwood Bar downtown, and depending on how many bands there are, we can play as long as we want. And I think the longest we go is like 45 minutes because all of our songs clock in at like 3 minutes, maybe. Which is one place where I think Adrian, the drummer, and I, this is where we start the war inside the band. Adrian and I would be happy to play like 6-minute songs, and Joey would just completely go unconscious if we tried to do that. I think he would just go into a coma.
That's the punk rock in you coming out.
Yeah. No, there's certain riffs too where I'm like, dude, let's just play this riff out. Let's just build it. Let's just let it. He goes, no, it's long enough. I'm like, okay.
Now, when it comes to songwriting, is it a collaborative effort or just one person takes over and does most of the work?
It's collaborative, yeah.
It's basically Adrian's playing something, and then we all go, oh, what was that? And he goes, what? And it's like, that thing you just played.
That's
and,
him.
And he goes, what, that thing? And I'm like, no, the other thing. And so we pin
Oh,
it
then I'll be
down.
like, oh, well, a drummer already does that thing, so I can't
Yeah.
do that thing again.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's copyrighted, so.
But no, I think it's very collaborative. Joey?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like he said earlier, I think I start off with a riff sometimes, and then they just jump in, and pretty much everybody does their own thing. Like nobody really tells Adrian. Well, a little bit. No, for the most part, he does his beat, and then Anthony would pop in. He just does whatever he does, and like he mentioned, nobody really jumps. Nobody tells someone what to do. It's just kind of like, okay, it flows well, it feels well, and everybody puts their part in it. That's why I think we sound kind of different.
Sometimes the infamous fast beat would come out of him. Just play that fast punk beat again.
If we're just hitting the wall, Joey's just like, just play the fast punk beat.
There's punk rock roots there that come. Just play that punk beat again.
I will absolutely and seriously say this. Like, being with these guys for the last 8 years, it is like songwriting is one of my favorite things that we do, because you have a level of communication and like trust that you can just like really roll stuff around. And like the last song that we've been playing, that's our most recent that we've actually built, is that song Nah I was talking about. And I just love it because it's got all those qualities. It's got like crazy changes in it and stuff. And I just get real fucking pumped when we play that one. But it's it's really fun to write, and I've seen us all like you listen well, because I've been in other little bands and side projects where it just becomes a fucking nightmare, and you're just like, I'm about to murder every motherfucker in this room, including me.
What's that little band you were in before?
Oh yeah, that other little tiny band. Never went anywhere. Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, big on the East Coast. Done some touring.
They're like, who?
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? 10 years?
10 years. Yeah, you can look them up. I'm sure there's some. Maybe fans out here. They're much more popular on the East Coast and stuff. But that was my band, like from high school, and we went up and had an audition for Sony Music in New York. We were literally, this is how old I am. We were literally supposed to go to New York the day that 9/11 happened. Like, I'm literally packing my bags, and the guys are on the way to pick me up, and it's like, oh, guys, I don't think we're going to New York today. I don't think New York's there anymore. Oh no.
On 9/10. Like an hour before 9/11, I was at the warehouse in Corona, standing in line to get Slayer's new album autographed by them. God Hates Us All. Yeah, I was standing in line.
Your story's better.
We were standing in line. Me and Red, you know.
Damn.
And got to meet the whole fucking band, and I was so happy. And I woke up in the morning and I started, Yahoo online chatting, and they were like, dude, turn on your TV. And I'm like, what the fuck? Twin Towers are falling down. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I got my shit signed by Slayer. You know?
Yeah, there you go. I love that I just went, music's beautiful. Anyway, 9/11. But no, that was the band I was with that was very Deftones, Rage Against the Machine, Korn, all that stuff influenced. And we made an album, and then it was one of those things where I was like 21 or 22, and we just kind of, I didn't, I've seen the guys since, and they're good guys. They're all from Tennessee, and I wish them the best, but musically we weren't going in the same direction anymore. And there was drama because I was having my jaw surgery, just like Kanye West.
That's how I tell you.
And they like...
He spit through the wire.
Yeah. I know, should have had that level of commitment. But yeah, it was just... And even though they have like since then toured and they have a pretty big following, they put out some albums, I'm still really happy with my choices because I've been able with these guys to do the music that I care about. And it is very niche, and it is very like, sometimes it's so weird. We played like metal shows where we're not metal enough for them. And then we played punk shows where we're not quite punk enough. So we're the sad little puppy at the back of the pound that no one wants to love.
So what he's saying is he went from almost signing to Sony to Huntington Park.
Yeah. It is the best choice I ever made.
To this podcast.
Tennessee must have been rough if you think Huntington Park was a good option.
Yeah,
They
man.
made the choice.
I just got tired of getting run over by tractors, and I was like, I'm gonna go out to a place.
And now their mayor, is Kane from WWE.
Yeah, I'm a little proud of that.
Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's the mayor now.
Yeah, and he still wears the mask.
Yeah.
When he goes
Oh,
on.
shit.
He has potential brain damage and he's a mayor. That's crazy.
Please title this podcast "More Than You Ever Wanted to Know About Tennessee."
Everything you wanted to know about Tennessee and more.
I'm sure a lot of people know that though.
Much less.
So what is the recording process like with you guys?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Anthony. I haven't heard you, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first 2 albums we recorded with this guy Eugene out in
San Dimas.
San Dimas.
Yeah.
And it's, just start with the drums and then guitar, bass, and vocals. And he did a really good job sound wise. But our last recording we did with Paul Miner from Death by Stereo.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like he brought it out more. Just
shout out to Paul Miner, dude's a beast.
Shout out to Efren from Death by Stereo.
Yeah. Stereo.
The biggest flop we had on the podcast, we had Efren, and we did a whole recording. It was Efren and the bass player, Rob, and his mic wasn't on. Oh! So we had to scrap the recording.
That's awful.
Yeah, and when we record, the first time we recorded the drums to click tracks, and now the last couple of recordings we've been doing just scratch tracks because our tempos are just all over the place now. The experiments that we do with music and stuff. We always experiment. We'll go into salsa and in the samba and
talk
the jazz
about the
part.
tempos.
Tempos are tempos are everywhere, So
I can tell we're onto something good because Adrian's face will light up and go, guys, we're going from a 6/6 to a salsa inverted plane.
I always bring it up. I mean,
and that's
it's always on my mind.
And everyone doesn't care either. We're like, okay, that's fine, dude. Go ahead.
They don't care until it really matters.
You're like, but guys, that's 6/6.
Fucking 6/8. I'm counting that shit in 6/8.
John
and
Bonham
you're not coming in on
like,
one,
okay.
dude.
He's like, you don't understand, man. I was like, I don't care, dude. I'm just fucking playing the regular riff.
It's like, look, dude, there is absolutely no 1 and no 2 in salsa.
What are you talking about? These musical notes. I don't understand this stuff.
He's like, I'm doing ghost notes and accents, and I'm like, I don't care. What
You're
the
just
fuck is a
making
ghost
that
note?
up. You're just making that
Why
up.
does everything start in 4?
Beat that's not there.
What is this? What is this? It's guitar? I don't know what this is.
It's about the notes I'm not playing. What's the beat in Fantastic New Prizes that we have?
What do you mean? What is the beat?
Yeah, the one that's
The
at
songo
very end.
kind of thing?
Is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a songo
Yeah.
kind of Latin-y,
Yeah.
Afro-Cuban kind of thing.
Yeah. See, if this podcast had video, you would see Joey's face just go completely blank. I brought that up.
What?
Anyway, back to Anthony.
Meanwhile,
Paul Miner recording.
We're gonna dedicate
Paul
this.
Miner.
Yeah, you're Paul
I
Miner from
thought
Death
we
by
finished with
Stereo.
this conversation. I thought we were done with this conversation.
I thought so too.
No, Chris just cut you off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I cut him off too.
No, we recorded with Paul. A few days we did like 5 songs or so, 6 songs. I don't know. The last recording, and this guy knocked out the drums like in one take. And it's funny because every song he's like, I don't know if I can do it, guys. I don't know.
So we have to build them up every single time, even in practice. No, you can play it, man. You can play it. You can do it. Trust me. He's like, no, it's 6/6 to 4 something.
It's like a little league team.
Just fucking play it,
2,
dude.
4, 6, 8. Who do we
Perfectionist.
appreciate?
And I practice the songs before I go and record too. So.
And then I'm
FYI there.
and then I'm the last one. I track the vocals at the very end, and all of a sudden Anthony and Joey specifically become like sports dads at a little league game. They're like, well, I don't know about this, son. Did you see that one? He hit a home run. You've got to hit 3 home runs. Like, come on, knock it out. And I'm in the little vocal booth with the $5,000 microphone or something, and just like pressure. But it's fun.
He also comes into the recordings with the fur coat too. Sometimes
I do.
Pimp it out.
Champagne and yeah.
No shirt.
Yeah. I'm like, I want a girl sucking my dick the whole time I'm recording this. The whole time.
So, when's your next show? You said you didn't have any, but any plans at all?
The next show we have planned is some house party in, I don't know, somewhere out in San Bernardino.
You heard it here first.
Fuck yeah. House party.
Somehow, San Bernardino.
Some house party.
So every day I'm gonna drive by San Bernardino. I want to see if I can hear you guys.
So after the DJ spins Silent Morning, I wake up and you're not by my... Now, courage, you bastards!
No, that's why I made sure it wasn't one of those parties because
Yeah.
I don't want no families around. But he said it's not gonna be a family party. It's gonna be in a living room so the cops don't break it up.
Oh,
shit.
watch out for those
That's
chairs.
Old
right?
school. Old school. That's real
So that's when I
old school.
said yes, and I said it
I
sounds
got-
kind of dangerous, and then he said yes. Mike said yes.
the
Yeah.
cops will
It's
be
a
at the
real-
party. What are you talking about?
It's a real house
Well,
party.
that's good.
Watching
then.
us
That's
play.
good.
A real house
It's
party.
at a
They're gonna have
cop's
Courage You
house.
Bastard shirts on. They're gonna have Courage You Bastard shirts on.
What would be your ideal show? Who would you like to play with?
Oh man,
That's tough.
that's a good one.
If you could play with anybody.
All right.
Shit, man. I mean,
I would say Refuse because it's surrounded
yeah,
with glass jaw.
refused
Snapcase.
at the drive-in.
Snapcase too, even though they're old guys. They're still awesome. Snapcase.
We're not quite heavy enough, but Converge, man. I've loved Converge for ages.
I'd be intimidated by that show. Very intimidated by Kirk.
You gotta follow that.
That just means I have to show.
It's like that
more of my
on
nipples.
what's that movie? Scott Pilgrim versus the World. We can't follow up that band after that. There's no way we're gonna follow up that band. That's a movie.
But yeah, I think those guys are heroes, and it's the place too where our influences meet. You know, because I never, I mean, like Strung Out, those guys, like I can dig it, and we had a show in Vegas ages ago, and guys were playing that stuff coming back, and like I'm down with it, I like it, but it's not my thing. And then I have some of my heavier stuff that I love that you know, again, these guys don't get into. So at the drive-in, you know.
Even Deftones, you know, that'd be
there's places where it overlaps, and we kind of
Deftones would be the shit. Seriously.
Yeah, we kind of find a balance.
We flow with them.
Shout out to Chino.
Yeah. What's up, Chino?
He's listening right now.
Next, I touched your back one time in the crowd in 1998. It was a really good show. Hope you remember me.
Shout out to Dalen Carbajal for working him out.
Yeah.
Getting him into shape. Awesome shit.
Yeah, those are personal trainer right there. Those Dalen Carbajal.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh, so you're saying Chino lost weight? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no,
he was pretty big. I know he's a big guy.
He cut down a lot. Our buddy's wife, CrossFit trainer.
Oh, fuck yeah! There you go. Good.
So it's good shit.
Her previous job was Slayer management.
Yeah,
I was watching.
She got us in the backstage all the fucking time.
I was watching these like bloopers of him when he's on stage, and there's some where his pants just fall off because he sags his pants so low. Yeah. And there was one where he's taking his shirt off, and he was just. Like fat, dude.
Leave it on. You're not the singer of Courage, you bastards.
Hey, I don't do this spray on tan for nothing, man. Come on.
I mean, Morrissey's along those lines too, and I can't stand Morrissey. And he's just a big fat meat-hating guy. Morrissey. He's a big douchebag.
He really does hate him. We were just talking about him last practice, right?
He'll end shows if they're serving meat, or if there's someone eating meat in the crowd. He'll end the show.
Yeah, throw a turkey leg at him if you don't like him.
Exactly.
Like the big ones from Disneyland. Or
yeah, exactly.
My sister loves him, and a lot of girls I dated loved him too. And it's like, why?
Someone from medieval times and shit. You know?
I seen him play at fucking Coachella, dude, and he came out crying. He's like, I can smell animals being murdered. He's like, I'm not gonna play until they shut off all the barbecue pits, and they literally turned off everything. All
what was that?
Cooking.
You were telling me that he was riding around in a go-kart, checking if they weren't serving meat at his show or some shit.
Yeah, I went to the Riot Festival a couple years ago for the Misfits reunion, and at one stage you had Nas playing, and then you had Morrissey about to go on. So Nas, I'm like, cool, old school hip hop. This is fun.
Fuck yeah, man, New York state of mind.
And then I was like, okay, let me go check out Morrissey. Fucking wasted my time. He played random ass YouTube videos for an hour as he rode around the whole fairgrounds until they stopped selling meat before he actually performed.
Wow. Hey, Nas eats meat.
What were the YouTube videos of though? I mean, were they his music
random
videos?
Ass shit?
They weren't even Morrissey.
It was just 1 hour of a dog on a surfboard. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Best show I've ever seen.
Oh, fucking bulldog on a skateboard.
Wipe out.
Sorry to all the Morrissey fans that are listening to right now.
No. I love the Smiths. I think they're awesome. But yeah, that dude is an asshole in his behavior. I'm sorry. Shout out to Morrissey. Courage, you vegans. Courage.
His demographics are funny though. At his shows, you see like these tough ass rockabilly dudes that they tracked all hard. He goes on stage and he fucking start crying. Oh, Morrissey.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, you just summed it up right there,
dude. I don't want Morrissey dudes coming after me. Like I'm scared. Like if they are that open and vulnerable, they'll cry.
They'll fucking cut you.
That's right.
you know that's so funny.
Is that a ham sandwich?
You got all these tough Mexican rockabilly guys and into this guy that's openly gay and it's a vegan. Yeah. I just don't understand that.
Nothing
that's
against veganism though. Right? But if you're gonna push it on someone like that, especially at a show, you pay money for tickets, and he's like, well, there's no meat here, and I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to me to push something like that on somebody, especially for someone like that.
Yeah, he eats the wrong taco de chorizo.
Soy riso.
Food poisoning.
Taco de soy riso.
Hey, soy riso's good. I like soy riso.
Anyway,
it's
sorry, Morrissey.
We have Crazy Bastards fans listening, and they're Morrissey fans. We just lost them now.
Yeah, they're gone. That's it.
There goes.
I was into Courage You Bastards, but the
Well,
drummer was talking shit about my Morrissey.
It's okay because all our Cure fan base, or we lost those a long time ago.
No, now they're going after Robert Smith. No.
Hashtag fuck the Cure. I'm gonna make that viral. I'm gonna make that a hashtag. Hashtag fuck the Cure.
Desperately trying to clear off my mascara and lipstick right now, so you guys don't notice.
He still wears it too. He's still rocking that shit to
fuck
this
yeah,
day.
he
man.
does.
It's Manscara.
I recently saw the
Skyline.
2019 Hall of Fame, Music Hall of Fame,
Oh,
Rock and Roll Hall of
Yeah,
Fame
yeah.
induction ceremony.
Yeah.
They were inducted.
Yeah.
By Trent Reznor, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
Wow.
Robert Smith goes up there, gives his spiel. It just was like weird, man.
Yeah, he
his
looks
fucking eyes were all googly with this really fucking weird smile. And
He
his
looks like a
hair,
little
and it's
old grandma that's like gotten lost at the mall.
Yeah,
He looks like one of those old drag queens that just gave up. He's just going through the motions.
I'm so depressed now.
Like fucking Mimi from that Drew Carey show.
Exactly. Exactly. But with darker makeup.
and the brunette.
That's the goth Mimi.
Yeah.
Did he say fuck Morrissey?
What it looks like.
Oh my god.
They have a rivalry, don't they? Morrissey and Robert Smith.
Yeah, they hate each other.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both vegan or whatever the fuck.
No. He's not vegan. He
Fuck,
says
you don't look. Hey, motherfucker, don't look vegan. And
Robert
shit.
Smith said, I think Robert Smith said, if Morrissey's vegan, I'm going to eat all the meat I can.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Robert Smith said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a huge rivalry.
That is a fight I would love to see.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine that?
Just like slap.
Imagine fucking them just facing off. What? What? You know?
Yeah, it'd be a cry fight, I guess.
Who could write the sadder song?
Monday's gray and Tuesday too. Thursday beat the shit out of you, Morrissey. Suck my dick. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Anthony,
Let's put him on the. Let's give him
So you were saying. So you were saying. Yeah.
You're saying Morrissey's a good guy.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that
20-minute Morrissey rant, then right back to Anthony. Just anyway, about recording.
So what do you like best about Morrissey?
What about Morrissey
the
has
way-
Takes his
influenced
shirt
you?
off.
It's the way he drives his golf cart.
guy. Yes.
It's really.
Is it the way he rubs flowers on his nipples while he's singing?
Does he do that?
I don't know.
What do you think about his musicians?
Are they vegan?
Yeah.
They have to be, I guess. I don't know.
I wonder.
I haven't seen enough of Morrissey to even know
pretty
he
sure
has
they are.
even know he had musicians.
Johnny
Yeah,
Marr is
that.
a great
Johnny
guitar-
Marr-
He has
Awesome.
really. That's one thing I gotta say. He does have really good, talented, musicians in his band.
He's got the money.
Johnny
for it.
Mars went to Modest Mouse, right?
Yeah, he played for
Yeah.
Modest Mouse,
Yeah.
and now he went solo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good
He
album.
was recently at the House of Blues.
Really?
I saw a bunch of footage from people that I know that went. He's just up there playing a bunch of Smith songs.
Oh, is he?
That's
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, he's earned it, man.
Yeah, hell
why
yeah.
not?
Totally,
Fuck yeah.
totally.
Do it.
Fucking the Damned and Jello Biafra at Alex's bar tonight.
And we're here?
Right now.
Yeah.
We're here.
No, kidding, guys. We're recording this in the car on the way there. With Morrissey in the back seat. Say what's up, Morrissey.
Hello. I'm very excited to be here in this electric car.
I wonder if we could pull over. I'm going to go to the 7-Eleven and set the taquitos on fire.
On Saturday, H2O played up the street.
No
In
shit.
Vernon, yeah.
Was it? No, that was Warzone. The singer died. I thought it was HTO.
What's that place called? The something room or
Where they played?
yeah? Is that on Fruitland?
On Boyle, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like some skate shop or something.
And they just played in there?
Yeah, they performed, and I mean, I wish we could have gone. We had a fucking show out in Buttfuck Highland.
That was on Saturday? Oh. That was a Saturday show.
Far.
Very far show.
That was far, yeah.
Desert. Very cold. Rainy.
Thank you, Rain Man. It's very cold, very rainy.
Water on my
Definitely
drums.
194 toothpicks on the floor.
Definitely. Definitely rain. Lots of it.
Oh, man. Anybody younger than 30 is not going to know what the hell we're talking about. That's why I bumped the mic just now. I'm sorry.
Maybe Morrissey, though. They'll know who Morrissey is.
Everybody knows Morrissey.
They're crying right now as we speak.
So anybody got any questions for Anthony?
Taking calls now. Taking calls.
Okay. We're gonna start
The phones are lighting up.
So why don't you like Morrissey again?
we're gonna start a love column and have him answer all the questions.
Let's call Morrissey. Let's get him on the line.
Eat more meat.
Oh God.
I don't understand.
So sorry, Morrissey. I'm so sorry.
So seriously, who has a question for Anthony? Let's have one of his band members ask him a question.
We already asked him one.
Well, Joey knows him the best, so.
Well, I can't ask him, and then you have to ask him.
What?
Because I'm going to know his answers.
No.
But the people at Podcast Land,
Quiz him.
You know what's crazy? As a band, we don't really hang out as much. We only see each other at rehearsals and stuff, which is once a week, and then we play our shows. So we really don't know a lot about each other.
We've gone to some concerts and shit together
Oh, yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, mine is Joey, though.
Just because he doesn't get the social media.
No, it's
updates,
good. You go
'cause
watch
he's on-
Light My Eyes, or what is that?
Light up the eyes.
Yeah.
But they've disbanded, right?
Yeah.
A while ago. Yeah.
How was that?
How was that? He said.
How was that? How was the show?
Yeah.
It was good. That was where we saw. Oh God damn it, man! I'm gonna get in trouble. That's where we saw the bands too that were like, "Ooh, Bernova, girl, you know I need your love." It's like the weirdest mix of like pop and metal. It's like pop metal.
That was at the House of Blues in Anaheim.
They're
where
trying to scare the girls into fucking them. That's what they
Oh my God!
They're like, oh, I kind of like him. Oh shit, I'm kind of scared.
This is like,
Oh, I kind of like him.
this is like Twilight. Oh my God, I'm so aroused. I'm confused.
we tried playing at the House of Blues in Anaheim, but they didn't let us because of our band name.
Oh, yeah.
Bastards was in the name, and since it's right next to Disneyland.
Are
and,
you fucking serious?
We couldn't
God.
advertise
Yeah. We couldn't
even
advertise.
through Facebook, right? For a while.
We still can't.
We still can't.
Yeah, we can't do any sponsored ads on Facebook
What
or
the fuck,
Instagram.
man?
Because of the bastards in your
Because
name?
bastards the name.
It's in the Bible, people. Come on.
Sir, the bastards.
Yeah.
Won't
so
even take
fuck
our money.
Instagram.
See, whereas bravery, you illegitimate child, is gonna blow up.
So we're stuck with two fans.
Okay, I'm gonna start a Facebook page called, fuck school, love Trump. just to see what happens.
MAGA forever.
Yeah, Baca forever.
Probably get 1,000 followers. I'm sure you will.
Yeah, it'll be all Russian bots.
This guy got a good idea. Let me follow him.
A bunch of Russian hackers.
Oh man.
That's good. That's Strovia.
Good job, comrade.
Music good.
So Anthony,
So,
Continuing.
Yes.
Joey,
no, I'm being put on the spot.
Ask
What
it-
do you want
Anthony.
to know about him? What do you want to know, Mike?
What does he wear boxers or briefs?
what kind of conditioner do you use on your hair? Is that Pert Plus?
It's important questions.
Dude, man, wear conditioner.
Oh,
I condition the living fuck out of my hair
I'm
and
sure
my
you
beard.
condition your beards,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah,
do when I
absolutely.
grow my beard out.
I'll tell you this: I've seen Mike from behind, and like that was
Yeah.
some chick.
I am gorgeous.
Like, dude, check out that girl. Oh shit, it's Mike.
Dude, I
I was
had
like,
a.
isn't that dude from Game of Thrones? I swear to God, that's that dude from Game of Thrones.
Yo,
Look at him.
yeah.
That
No,
dude
it's the
from
guy.
Game of Thrones.
It's the guy from A Star Is Born. Yeah.
I'm glad the show is over because I get that. It's like, hey, Tormund Johnson. I'm like, yeah, I'm just a white guy with red hair, guys. Come on, pull it back.
We'll send him pictures. I just saw a guy looks like Mike. He's like, yeah, every homeless man with a beard
No, we
that
played
looks
a,
like Mike.
We played a skate park. God, when was that?
Like 2012, maybe.
Yeah, we played a skate park, and it was way out, and it was like me and the drummer for one of the other bands were the only white guys there, and it was kind of adorable and racist because the other band just kept going, dude, you guys look like brothers. We look nothing alike. Nothing. It's just that we were both white and had hair. Like that was it. That was all.
I bet you that shit wouldn't have flied if you said that.
Now I'm gonna
He
turn.
was outnumbered though.
I'm gonna turn my microphone off. Until
yeah, he
this
doesn't.
part
He's
of
not
the
allowed to
conversation's
speak.
over.
He's not allowed
Yeah.
to speak.
It's like, dude, you look like brothers. Like, oh my God.
I'm a white guy in 2019. I just go catatonic. I just don't. I don't even respond.
I remember we were supposed to play Mexico. Where is it? We were going to play Mexico?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
And I told him, well, you better be careful, Mike. You know, I'm not going to go after you because you're white. He's like, well, it's not true because all the little old ladies think you look like Jesus.
That's right. That's right. Like, hola, my child. Have you heard of Morrissey? Come with me.
Or they're gonna think you're from Jalisco, like Guadalajara or some shit, because
Alright.
all the light skinned Mexicans with colored eyes.
I'll say
from
anything that
Jalisco.
gets me not kidnapped, I'm down with.
And there it is. Jalisco. Jalisco.
See, brothers, Jalisco. Come on, man.
Your
Boy,
kid on Taco Bell.
I was born and raised out here, man. I'll eat some hot sauce. You got mild. I'll do it right now.
Okay, let me ask you a question. To anybody or Anthony.
Anthony.
What was your most memorable show?
Anthony.
That's a good individual question, honestly.
Most memorable would probably.
Well, let's go around the
Oh,
table.
Santa Barbara.
Oh,
So we
yeah,
had a
that
show
was cool.
booked for Santa Barbara with some kid. Booked us on Facebook.
So was it somebody you guys scared?
These kids actually
Yeah, it
scared
was
us.
Yeah, it was
These
tough.
kids at this show actually scared the shit out of us.
We drive to Santa Barbara. We get the address. We're like, oh fuck, we're in a church parking lot.
Oh yeah, I remember
It was
this.
a church.
Yeah, we're like, oh, I don't know about a fucking church. So we called the kid. We're like, yeah, our songs aren't church ready, I guess. And the kid's like, no, it's not a church thing. I'm like, it's a fucking church. I don't know. He's like, no, I just rented it out. So, after all this hesitation, we're like, all right, fuck it, we'll play it. We show up to some like guy playing Nintendo Core music. Or
Yeah. Beeps and boops. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, ding, dee, dee, dee.
It really did sound like Nintendo,
Yeah.
right?
Tetris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go on, and these fucking kids are awesome. I mean, it was all ages, all these kids, between ages 18 and 20, I guess. I don't know what the fuck.
I think they're
Not
younger
all
than
ages.
that.
They just fucking went crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, oh shit, our music has potential.
From the first.
They were knocking each other down in this massive pit.
Like I'm
20
used
people.
to,
It
I'm
was
used to,
insane.
I'm used to going out, and if it's a good drunk night at downtown bar or something, I'll get a couple drunk people. They'll mix it up with me and maybe do a little bit of a mini pit or something. But these kids first saw, they're like, I'll punch you in the fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Like it was just awesome.
And there was a girl in the pit just knocking
oh,
everybody
God,
down.
yeah.
It was crazy.
I remember that. She was a
Kids
badass.
doing cherry pickers and lawnmower and all kinds of shit. We're like,
Oh, yeah.
You guys need to play more churches, man.
Apparently, yeah.
fuck.
We got to follow
that?
the fact that I look like Jesus. Take
That's
it as a
why.
sign.
It's a sign, man.
I would say one of my most memorable, I don't know if it was my favorite, was we played Wild Fest. Was that it?
The one at Costa Mesa?
Yeah.
Or Irvine?
Or somewhere out in
Lake Forest.
Yeah, that was 2013, 2014. Anyway,
2014,
yeah, and it's a bunch of stages set up in the blazing sun, and literally there were 3 outside stages, smaller stages, and then a main stage, or one of the smaller stages. And literally whatever stage you stood in front of, you could hear the band, but if you went to the other stage, you couldn't hear anything. You just heard the band that was in front of you. So if you sprinted back and forth between the 3 stages, you'd hear, yeah. So I ended up, I ended up seeing how much mic cable I had, and basically however much mic cable I have, that's how much trouble I'm going to get into. Because that means that's how far I can go. So I was running and stealing people from the other bands, and bringing them over to our stage because I'm a fucking asshole and I'm a white guy and it's manifest destiny. Anyway, so basically, and then I finished the show. Or no, I started the show by ripping my pants because I'm trying to wear little tight hipster pants, and I ripped it from the ankle up to my scrotum. So my pants, I was just free balling this whole show. And then I ended it by somewhere in my weird performing thing. I was like, oh, God, we got 2 songs left. I'm going to pass out. I'm too white. I'm sunburning. Oh, God. And I just crawled under the stage. And I spent the rest of the show, under the stage.
In a fetal position.
Yeah.
too.
But it was great. It was a good time.
And that's the show before he got his stitches, right?
Yeah, I fell the night before.
He
and
fainted.
got
He
stitches.
fainted.
I fainted and I hit my head and I had stitches.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
wanted to
remember
cancel the show, but it was already too late. So, that's another story, to tell.
He just walked to the restroom and he fainted and he hit himself in his head.
Yeah.
Were you listening to Morrissey and you were just overwhelmed by the?
It was a cure.
Well, my favorite show, I don't really have a favorite show, to be honest. I just really like playing the small venues, like the shitholes. The small shitholes, the smaller the better. So that's pretty much
The Old Town Pub.
yeah.
Yeah,
Old Town
dude,
Pub.
we had a CD release there that was fucking
That was a cool
awesome.
show too,
Yeah, those are my favorite. I don't really care for the big venues. I like the small little shitholes. Those
Yeah,
are my-
we're a fucking it's all about the small space and the intimate performance. And then when we opened for Orchest at 1720 Warehouse.
No, that was pretty damn cool though.
That was
sounded
awesome.
really cool.
Yeah,
It sounded really cool.
I was like,
just because of the sound, I was like, oh shit.
I
Because
sound-
I'm a big sound guy, so if it
sound
sounds
like-
great, then I'm happy.
like
Because usually those big venues sounds like shit on stage, but that one sounded really good.
Yeah.
Excited.
That was a cool show. But my favorite would probably be the Halloween show we played back in 2015.
Oh yeah, fuck man.
We played the Halloween show. This guy would get us in at this like loft in downtown.
It's the
LA.
Oliver Machine Building down
Santa Fe.
Down Santa Fe. Like it's
So-
just not, like some of them are being turned into like gentrified hipster places now, but this one was one of the first ones that's been out there forever.
So many people at these shows, and this one show we played in 2015. These two chicks were just on some shit, and there's videos on YouTube,
Yeah.
and they're just all over Mike, and then they're just all over each other,
It was
and then they're
pretty great.
throwing shit, and it was wild, dude. It was crazy.
Adrian went home like, "Dear diary, you won't believe what happened today." No, that was
That was
awesome.
probably one of my favorites.
That was also because of a Halloween show, and I got like a little pink dress, and I had somebody pour blood.
He dressed up like Carrie, yeah.
Yeah, I had
dressed up-
somebody start the show literally by pouring blood all over me. And then I realized it was too much blood, and I couldn't breathe or see the microphone. And I was like, oh shit, I got to fucking scream now. So it came out like...
But it got to a point where no one was watching us and just watching these two chicks having sex with each other.
I
literally.
can't blame them.
It was,
honestly.
yeah. So.
Let's cut
We
to
were
the
like,
video.
hi, we're playing a
Sounds
show.
wild.
What's the link to that video again?
It's on YouTube. Just type
It's
in our band name.
Halloween 2015.
Yeah. It's on
Right?
YouTube.
Yeah.
You'll see it. It's
It's fun. We shot on a GoPro. They had pyrotechnics too. They had these big torches. That was pretty fucking dope. I still wish
really cool
there was
show.
a U-Haul truck there, and I still wish to this day that I'd climbed on top of that and jumped off, but I didn't.
You would've broke your leg.
Yeah, but it would have been a great story.
Unfortunately, they don't do shows there anymore.
He knows parkour.
Do you
Parkour,
really?
parkour. I don't know
Band is
parkour.
parkour.
He does parkour.
Parkour.
You guys are gonna be
Parkour.
hardcore parkour.
It's like, hey, you know that Courage You Bastards band? They play hardcore parkour.
Yeah,
Parkour.
it's awesome. He does somersaults and covers Morrissey songs. It's great.
Yeah. So least favorite show.
Oof.
That's easy. That's that jazz club in Rialto,
With-
was
I
it?
think that's hands down.
With
yeah.
no, was it Raven?
yeah, that,
Yeah.
that one.
What was his name?
Prince.
Yeah.
Kelly Raven.
Kelly
Kelly
Raven.
Raven.
Kelly Raven.
Unfortunately, this girl I was seeing at the time, her band was supposed to play the show that was out in Rialto, and her band, I guess, bailed on the show. Yes, that's sure. You know, the only reason why I took it is because she made it seem like because the guy played with, I guess he did a song with Lemmy from Motorhead.
Yeah.
So she made it seem like he might be there. So I
He-
was
he
telling
did-
these guys, let's do it. You know, maybe he'll be there, and we get there, and fucking two people are there, and it's a jazz lounge, so
it was
just a bunch
two-
of people there.
It was two people, but more people showed up, and that was the one where it was like,
There's two
Yeah,
people
but-
there.
Some of them liked our music though.
Oh no, they did.
They did.
Well, as soon as we saw the audience, Mike was like, "Oh, I don't know, guys. I think we should
Yeah,
leave.
we
I
found-
don't think
whoa,
we should
whoa,
play
whoa!
anymore."
Don't
We
don't
felt
fucking
like it
drag
was-
me into this. Do not drag the white guy from Tennessee down
Think
this
about
fucking
it.
road.
We're a metal band at a jazz
For
lounge.
fuck's sakes.
I mean,
It has to do with the fact that these poor people were sitting there
Yes.
quietly enjoying a
Yes.
shrimp cocktail.
They were really
They were
nice.
having a nice Friday night. There's a goddamn fireplace at the spot. There's a fireplace behind us, gently crackling with like logs. Like, oh, what a lovely homie. And we're gonna come in and just like, oh, you know, and it's like, dude, no, I don't want to ruin their fucking night. So we all like,
Fucking throwing flaming logs. At the-
yeah, so we got really low, and we got kind of, I'm like, can we just do like some like quiet, smooth rock
Morrissey.
versions of our songs, please?
we did come out with some fans there though, which was kind of.
No, they were really nice after. They
Yeah.
really liked it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy's mom was really nice to us.
That was his
Kelly
man-
Raven's
that was his
mom.
manager.
That's a good way to backpedal right
Yeah.
there. They really like it. Really like it. They're really nice.
Look him up. It's Kelly Raven. He made a video with him walking around Hollywood Boulevard, and
With
Lemmy
Lemmy,
shows
yeah,
up.
Lemmy.
Lemmy in the video doesn't. He looks like he has no idea where the fuck he is, or what
does
the fuck's
backup
going
vocals,
on.
doesn't he, or
No,
something
they
like
left like a trail of whiskey out of the Rainbow Bar, and he just followed it, and they shot it. I think.
Just meth and whiskey, just
Yeah,
picking it
yeah,
up as he goes
yeah.
along.
Not gonna delete all this, right? All this is gonna.
It's gonna be a 5-minute podcast after it's done edited.
God damn.
It's like, welcome, Courage You Bastards.
Hey, I'm
That's
just
it.
telling you.
Thank you for having
Hey,
us.
you can catch Courage You Bastards at their next show.
House in San Bernardino.
I'm just telling you like how it was. All right? That's what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Anyway,
We ruined some date nights that day. I mean, everybody's all
Yeah.
properly dressed.
That couple was really nice though.
no, they were like, we finished, and the guy was like, yeah. I was like, oh, thanks, man, thank you. I'm sorry for you and your girl. It ruined your night.
He was applauding because you guys were gonna leave already.
Yeah.
I got
Fuck,
to
they're
see.
done.
I could just see the first date. like the next day at work, and the girl's telling him, like,
So how was it?
so how was the
weird
date, Sharon?
event.
So me and Tony go to this jazz club, right?
This guy looks like Jesus took his shirt off.
Then the whitest guy
These
I ever
stupid
seen
white
in my
guys.
life.
These white guys were there. And they were
I think he's from Game of Thrones. You know that one episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, this Game of Thrones looking motherfucker came
Dude,
up on
and,
stage.
and the show, I think the show was being streamed too, wasn't it? Being streamed
Yeah,
by
live
somebody?
stream. That's
Oh,
what makes it even funnier.
By like some crazy lady
So
who was following
fiery
us?
logs
Oh,
and
yeah.
shrimp
Some lady who
cocktails
was,
being
like,
thrown
stalking
around.
Yep.
Just shrimp
in the face by a fucking jumbo shrimp.
and a fiery log.
It's like, no, I have fish allergies.
It was weird too because after the show, the Cali Raven guy came in. He's like, "Man, I feel bad, because I had to loan him my kit too. And he gave me money. Here's some gas money." And
Yeah.
just felt
Look,
bad.
at the end of the day, they were all nice, and I'm actually glad we went through it and played the show. But it was one of those where just the venue, it was not. And we've had other situations where we went and played, and it was like all reggae bands or something,
Yeah.
or all like fucking like we had one where we played a Universal Bar and Grill, and the guy before us was doing Coldplay covers, and I was just like, oh, this poor audience. I'm so sorry.
Oh, how about that show we played in Huntington Beach with that awful cover band?
Oh,
You prefer tribute band?
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
who was it?
They were playing like
They're playing all kinds of '90s random stuff. They were terrible at it
I
though.
think I remember that.
They tried the Toadies, Possum Kingdom song.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Alice in
destroyed it.
Chains.
Destroyed that song. It's a
Oh
great
no,
song
that
too.
was at sports bar. Yeah, with the woman that had like she had a dead ferret in her hair. Like her hair was just all like
The place with the terrible food.
growed
Yeah.
out. And didn't she say something to you about Nazis or something?
Oh, so I was going to Germany like a week later, and she's like, "Oh, if you go to Berlin and you see this one lady, stay the fuck away from her. That's fucking Hitler's sister or some shit." And she was dead serious.
Yeah, she was insane. She was insane. We never played there again.
And
She does realize how big Berlin is, right?
Yeah.
No, you can't miss this lady. It's
And the
Hitler's
Hitler's sister's probably dead.
Not
right
everyone
now.
in Huntington Beach is insane though. Just that lady.
One place that closed that we used to play quite a bit, Phoenix 5-4.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That place was awesome. That was another that was like the perfect venue for us because it's like small and contained.
Real
and, like,
small, yeah.
Sold a lot of beer.
Yeah, a lot of beer. Yeah.
So you guys prefer the small venues over the bigger ones?
Oh yeah.
Well, I prefer the 1720. We should play more shows like that though.
No, that was cool just because of the sound. The sound's really
The venue's bad. That's an awesome venue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there for that show.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even when we played at Molly Malone's was a pretty big venue too.
Well, I like the slide bar. The slide bar's
The slide bar is cool too. Yeah. It's not too big. It's not too small.
So yeah, Slide Bar is nice because it has that. It's got a good sound system, but it has that feeling. Doll Hut was fun too.
Was that the one in San Diego or Anaheim?
Doll House or Doll Hut?
Doll Hut's in Orange County.
Orange County.
Oh,
Yeah,
Orange County. Yeah.
that one was fun. Yeah, we basically like. We don't actively run around and like book shows, like we'll take it. I think we've had a couple. We had 1 year where we literally played like 3 times or something, right? And that was it.
Still kept practicing though. Still kept
Yeah.
rehearsing.
Well, again, because at this point, I think I just love the music that we make, and it's my way to vent. It's my way to get out whatever I'm carrying around in the week, and ultimately to do something just because you love it, and it's not about like because I came from those days of like, all right guys, let's push it. We're gonna market, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna play for these people, and we're gonna da 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 da. And it's just like, yeah, cool, that stuff's awesome, but I just want to play fucking music I care about,
It becomes a hassle when it becomes a job.
Yeah, man, yeah.
So who does the booking in your band then?
Booker T.
The really talkative
Computer
motherfucker
guy.
over there, the guy who won't shut the fuck up. That
Yeah,
guy?
this guy talks a lot.
Yeah, it's nonstop.
With my fingers.
That sounds wrong.
So do you
Is that
look
like a pickup line? That's terrible.
I know how to use my fingers.
I talk to my fingers.
So do you look for gigs or do they come to you?
No, they usually come to us.
Well, if you book them, they will come, right?
No, usually we'll get either emails, Facebook, Instagram. Somebody will hit us up. Hey, you guys want to play? And for the most part, we'll play the show. We've only canceled one show in 8 years, so it's pretty good.
What was that show?
It was actually pretty recent.
Yeah. It was at King Eddie bar downtown, which if y'all are around downtown LA and you want a no bullshit, like real dive bar, go to King Eddie's. That place is fucking awesome. I love it. That's almost a perfect place too because there's not even a stage. You literally just play by the bar, like you're right there.
And it's right at the border of gentrified downtown and Skid Row.
Yeah.
Right across the street.
So
Skid Row is gentrified downtown.
No.
It's all mashed together, yeah. No, it's literally like you cross the street and it's tense and madness. Yeah. But that's most of downtown nowadays.
Yeah, it's right on 6th in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that is pretty bad.
Shit is a dive.
I just like as a bearded, long-haired white guy, I can blend in on either side. Like if I just don't wash my hair, I can go to the tent city, and if I don't, this is the most offensive fucking podcast.
The homeless come up to Mike. They come up to Mike. Excuse me, sir. Can I have some?
Oh,
never mind.
No.
They give it back.
You
to
need
him.
$1, dude. Here.
Here's my shirt.
Hey, dude, we need money for a beer. Hold on, let me go across the street. Hey, man, you got some change?
You poor man.
Nice.
Well, you almost got killed at Tommy's, didn't you?
What?
You almost got killed at Tommy's?
Tommy's? Where was that?
The alley, and the dude asked you, "What are you doing here? You're a hipster, right? Hipster."
Oh no, shit! That was
He came more white than he is now.
Yeah.
After that, yeah.
I've tanned a bit.
Yeah.
No, that was the one where I was going to see a friend over by MacArthur Park.
Well, mind sharing that story?
Yeah, no, I can't. I'm trying to remember where the fuck it was. No, and I pulled up and it was like, God damn, it's right off Rampart, right? So like the back street over there.
Westlake.
Yeah, right over there. And I parked and I was basically helping a friend. I had to help her with something in her house. I think it was like her cat or some shit. And I parked and this guy's like walking with his kid. And he's like looking at me and he's got a flashlight and he's got his kid. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's cool, whatever. And he flashed the flashlight at my face and I put my window down. And let's keep in mind, until recently, I drive a beat to shit 2007 Toyota Yaris. I'm not rolling around in a Mercedes.
Baller.
Yeah, it's a fucking hatchback. Like yeah. So I don't. I'm just for the purposes of the story. I don't drive like a fucking Subaru with like Bernie 2015 or 20 whatever. I don't drive that shit. Anyway, so. And he's flashed the flashlight in my face, and then I put the window down. I'm like, dude, what's up? And he goes, hey man, you a hipster? You come here to buy a place and kick us out? I go, dude, look at my fucking car. Are you serious? I was like, I barely bought gas to get here. Like, what are you talking about? And he goes, yeah, man. Well, you just you just watch it. And I'm like, okay, man. Like, dude, why don't you check with your kid? It looks like he's climbing that hill. And finally, he goes, all right, man, you're cool. You can stay. You're a good white boy. And I'm like, okay, thank you.
He said that.
Moved on. Yeah. No, but I live over in like Cypress Park area, and I've watched when I first moved there in like 2007. I was the only white guy on the block. I made friends with the drug dealer next door, a guy named Wayne. And he's like, you're cool, white guy. I don't know. I'm just
Shout out to Wayne.
Yeah, shout out to Wayne. Nice, I saw it. Yeah, like they literally like I'd be out on the deck talking to somebody, and I'd have to like grab the fucking ground because shots would go off because it's like AB-43 and so shout out to AB-43 gang. Please don't come find me. Please.
Shout out to the avenues.
Yeah.
Hey, so now he just gave up that Wayne sells drugs and where he lives.
No, Wayne is a made up name, dude. This is my first time. Come on.
It's really Sam.
He was the only white guy. He was the only white guy.
That's right. I used they call me out like when the cops show up and I'd be like, is there a problem, officer? Can I help you with something?
He's a revenue.
No, but now
Wayne, no, I'm in pain.
Well,
I'm
no,
in pain.
but like on that street, my car in like 2 years got stolen 3 times, and so like I've been in that neighborhood and I've seen it change, and like I recently had to move because my landlord was like, "Hey, so I got a bunch of crazy white people offering me like $700,000 for my house. You got to get the fuck out." And I was like, "No problem, I understand." So anyway, point is like the guy threatened me, but I understand because gentrification is a terrible.
What's the first
thing.
car you drove? That little black car.
Acura Integra. Which,
Someone actually tried to steal that at a show. Remember we played the jazz club and someone broke into your car?
Yeah. I remember this after it got broken into already. There was like...
You should tell them how terrible that car was.
There was like nothing in it. Well, the thing about an Acura Integra 93 two-door is, as the cops told me, everybody and their grandma steals that car. Why is this whole podcast now about just me making bad choices where I live?
It's the Bad Choices cast. That's what it is.
Shout out Bad Choices.
Bad choices, you
So
bastards.
they tried to take your car, but they ran out of gas.
Yeah, no, I think the final one was like I could tell they broke in and they got angry because there was nothing in there, so they just took papers and just threw them everywhere, just angry about it.
Like, God, that is a piece of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah. One time it got stolen. It got found in the industrial part of town, and I was so innocent. There was a big thing of baby powder in the back, and I was telling people, I was like, "Why was there baby? Were they changing a baby in the backseat of the car? That's dangerous." It's like, "No, Mike, they're cutting drugs, you dumb motherfucker." It's like, oh, shout out to drugs.
Shout out to drugs.
Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson, shout out to baby powder drugs.
Shout out to car thieves that want to save gas. Get a Toyota, steal a
Yeah.
Toyota Yaris.
And the second time it was stolen, I was I got this. These stories never end. I got it was on a God, it's like Thorn or something.
Created
like
a
that.
monster.
And I was getting my windshield replaced because I was dumb and angry and punched it and broke it or something. And the guy was like, I was telling him it had been stolen recently. He goes, "Oh, I think I know who maybe did it." And I'm like, "Oh shit, really?" He's like, "Yeah, there's one girl around here." I'm like, "Girl?" I'm like, "Oh my God, can I like take her out on a date? That's badass. Female car thief."
You know, a club's like $40, right? At Pep Boys.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to give to the community. I'm like, man, if you want to take my car and go do some jobs, then you go do it.
Just bring it back with a full tank.
Yeah, and some baby powder
And a battery.
please.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what all my songs are about: is getting my car stolen multiple times.
This song is called "Yaris is Stole Again."
Sponsored by the club.
You stole my RS.
Is there baby powder? This is no place for a baby to be.
Anyway, Joey, what kind of guitar do you play?
I play a Gibson Les Paul.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What year? Fairly new one,
It's
older
a
one?
reissue 1960s. I have to look at him because I'm not really sure. I think it's a reissue 1960s. Yeah. Yeah.
They have the shinin.
No what?
Yeah.
They have the shinin, the shining.
You want to get sued?
Awesome.
And an SG.
He's a Gibson guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get married then. Look at you.
What about
Yeah.
you?
Me? What about drums? Pork pie. So shout out to Pork Pie Drums. Go ahead and send me some free stuff. Shout out to Pork Pie. Pork Pie Drums. Zildjian cymbals. Yeah.
Sticks.
about it. Vic Firth, yeah.
Big Firth.
I've actually been using that stuff for a long time too. I've been playing drums for a very long time, so I just been using the same stuff forever.
Like the exact same stuff.
Well, not the exact same stuff. I had
The brand.
I used to drum on a Kima when I first started playing drums. This little Kima kit that I got at a pawn shop, and that was like my bread and butter drum set that I used to go to, and it was great. And I got a Yamaha kit, and then the Pork Pie. Actually went out to the headquarters out there.
We
These
took him.
guys,
We
yeah.
took him because we're like, your drum set shit. So let's go get you a drum
That's a
set.
lie. I got to meet.
Like, you want to play with us? You got to
Yeah,
get a better
you got to get better
I
drums,
guess-
so you can't do this.
I got to meet Bill Denimore, who's the guy who basically created Pork Pie, and he was like a celebrity to me. So when I left, I was, gotta take a picture with him. I'll take a picture with him. I'll take a picture with him. It was cool. It was really cool.
Were you crying?
When I got home, yeah, I started crying a bit.
Held back the
I can't
tears.
believe it.
It was like that Morrissey experience.
Yeah. And he didn't like Morrissey. I asked him that
That's
specifically.
good. Very good.
Fucking
That's
piece
why
of
he
shit.
specifically named his company Pork Pie.
Yeah.
Delicious drums for meat eaters.
Oh, I use Fender jazz basses and the Lakeland, but it's pretty much Fender jazz bass as well.
What sticker do you have on it? On the Lakeland?
Oh, my Lakeland it says "I love Chuntington Park."
Nice.
Yeah.
And you, Mike, what are you using?
It's a Beta 58. It plugs into the cord, and then I'm ready to go.
He takes his own mic to shows, though.
Yeah,
he does. He has his own microphone.
It's like, it's my
That's 'cause
it's
he
my baby.
Yeah.
He puts it on his balls and stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they want the fucking house mic. doing that shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the other guys.
They're like, we have these high-tech mics, they're from the future. No, I'm going to use
Like, this
mine
is-
from 1978.
Yeah,
not
like this is a microphone / butt plug, and so I
there
don't
you
want
go.
you guys
There you
to have to deal with it.
If you
got
use
a-
this
it's got
mic,
a
you get pink eye.
It's got a scent. The scent. I'm
much.
used to the scent, is all I can.
It's really
You heard of
disturbing.
pink mouth?
Oh God,
I've urinated on it, so I've already marked it.
that means it's mine. Yeah, and it's fun being the most useless member of the band because these guys were like lugging shit in and packing shit up, and I just grabbed the mic cord and I'm like, bink.
Yeah,
done.
but you can help out, you know.
I do, yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
The guy with the most energy.
He has the least
For
energy.
the show.
He has least energy before and after.
Yeah, it's as soon as the last song finishes, I'm done.
That's it.
I'm a sloth again.
Crawl under
It's
the
like I'd
stage.
help you bring this stuff in, guys, but I need to save my energy for the show.
I'm just emotionally.
I have a question for you guys. Who's the most awkward guest you've had?
You guys.
Right now. Set us up for that.
No,
Can we get a picture on the wall? And every time Orkest comes in, they'll be like, "Hey,
Most awkward.
no. You know, we've been pretty lucky. We haven't had an awkward guest yet.
Good answer.
Yeah, I was about to
except
say.
with.
well, we haven't had a Morrissey fan yet." That's what you meant.
Well, I'm a Morrissey fan, to be honest with you.
Well, you know
see?
what? And I
Right there.
kind of like The Cure, so
Oh,
I didn't want to step in.
hashtag fuck the Cure. Let's bring that out again.
Fuck Morrissey, man.
Okay, so let's wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
Now, you want to
Wrap it up. You're gonna bring out that box. Wrap it up.
wrap it up. Wrap it up.
You need to wrap it up.
Do you want to bring out your social media again? Shout it out.
Yeah, you can find us again, Courage You Bastards, plural, bastards.com. We're also on Twitter as CYB Official, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Where can they find your music?
Pandora.
Oh, so our music is on Spotify, Pandora, iTunes,
Dude, we're on Amazon.
Yeah.
fucking BitTorrent. It's all there. There's 3 albums.
Napster,
And we don't get any of those royalties either.
Oh
From
no, we don't do
Amazon.
Napster.
No.
LimeWire.
LimeWire, Jesus. That's old school, man.
Episode something
Love
of
that.
Kingdom. We have a song
Kazaa.
on there too.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
guys
Buried
are-
that.
Are you guys in Kazaa?
Kazaa's old, man. That's old too. Man, that's
We're on those Fisher Price toys that you buy kids. We got a couple songs.
Our
on those.
Friendster, our
Pull the fucking
Friendster,
string and the dial turns around.
That's right.
our MySpace is our Friendster
Oh,
and our
God,
MySpace.
MySpace.
I think we do.
Yeah, we got the website, and the last album we did is called To the Knife, and that's the one you should listen to first.
So to the knife, and then go backwards from there.
Yeah, or just stay there. That's
Oh.
fine.
You'll hear the evolution of our music if you listen to the first
Yeah.
one. It's
Joey will
Yeah.
say listen to the
a lot
first
different
one.
than.
Oh, really?
Second one.
No.
have no idea.
Second
Okay,
one.
which album would you recommend then, Joe?
Uh,
If I never heard you before and you wanted to promote your band, what album would you recommend?
it would be the latest one, whatever it's called, Across the what?
To the Knife, you
Oh,
motherfucker.
Yeah, that one. That
To
one.
the Knife.
I really don't know the
This is
titles.
why I
and-
get control over lyrics and stuff. 'cause
See,
Joey's
our,
just like, I don't know
even
what
our music, right? Our titles are not the actual titles when we.
Yeah.
On the set list.
On
He
the
makes
set
up these
list.
crazy titles.
Yeah, because he's like, the one he starts off at 6.
Yeah.
Or Memory, or what else?
Well,
Co-
one song is actually called To a Stranger, and we always called it Nameless because that was the initial working title I had, and it just stuck.
And that's the album I would recommend. Is our second album. I'm not sure what it was
Yeah.
called.
There was a song called
That was Across Those
That was
Fires in
Across
the
the Fire.
Dark.
I would recommend that one. I think that's our best. That's a long play album.
If I had to pick a
actually an LP.
song, I would say Luminescent Flesh off of the third album, the To the Knife album. So that's the specific song
and Genitals.
that I show people. Yeah, yeah, we have Gentle Loving Violence, which somehow just became Genitals. So we literally just be like, you guys would play Genitals?
I would
Play
recommend
Genitals."
going off script. Great song.
Oh,
And-
no.
That's just a joke between us.
Yeah.
Really?
This was very interesting that none of you guys know the names of your albums. I've never met a band that hasn't.
Dude, they're so technical. The titles are just so long, man.
Honestly, I don't even listen to it. I can't.
Well, when you play the songs, we rehearse once a week,
Well,
and we play the songs. It's
Well, look, I mean-
I have us on shuffle, and I'll be listening to us at work, and
Well, it's one of those. It's one of those things where I mean, I kind of get what Joey's saying though, because every time I listen to it, like I can enjoy it, but I'm also like, oh, I wish I could redo this, or oh, I want to do this part again, or it's like if you.
I think it would make a band arrogant if they listen to their own songs. The song's so good, man. Like, I don't know, but if they listen to it forever,
Yeah, but I just
dude,
think
this song, man, I love this song. It's so good.
it's the
They don't
idea
listen
of
to anything else.
It's the idea of making music at all is eventually you got to just walk away from it. You got to just be like, okay, it's done, even if it's not perfect. You know
But
what
you
I mean?
should know the names of your songs, right?
Nah, man.
Remember it, you bastards.
Alzheimer's, you bastards.
We would just have hints, so Joey would remember them. Like, we have a song that sounds like Sports Center, so we would just Sports Center song.
Center, what the
I wanted to wrap this up, but this is very fucking interesting because I've never met a band that didn't know the names of their own song.
We all
So when you guys play and you're writing out a set list,
No, yeah.
what's on the set list?
The names of our
It's a
songs.
cheat sheet.
Yeah.
It's like that one song that starts with that thing. That's like the first song.
That's what I do. Yeah.
pretty much.
that
yeah.
one
I
song
mean,
that
I
starts
know
off,
I know the names of the
him.
songs. Honestly,
Yeah.
I know the names of the songs on it. I do, and this albums. that
My favorite is we have a song called Bank Manager, and literally every show, it starts with me doing a vocal part, saying,
we're just talking.
yeah, I was just talking. It's like the bank manager smiled, says, "We never had a request quite like that before, sir." And then it kicks in, and it's always after before that we kick in. Never had a request like that before, dun, 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 right? And every show, Adrian, it's just tradition at this point. He goes, "It's after before, right?" And I go, "Yes, Adrian, it's after before." Okay, just making sure.
Never.
I just shows practices too.
Yeah, it practices too. Yeah, yeah.
and we still never hit those notes right on the.
Look,
on cue either.
that is look. I'll finish it here. I'll finish it like this. That's the purity of Courage You Bastards. Is we are so in tune with our music that we don't even know the names of it anymore. It's like Buddhist. It's like we're meditating. Yeah.
That's far more. It's the most interesting thing I've ever heard.
And you bastards definitely show a lot of courage.
Yay! Dun, 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 dun. Morrissey. Guys, thank you so much for having us on here, man. This is dope as fuck.
Yeah, thanks for coming
You guys
down.
are-
Thank you.
You guys were a treat.
Courage,
Shout
you
out to La
bastards. Here.
Clika podcast.
La Clika.
Yeah.
All right, so Clika signing off.
Break free
Are you
and
humanity? I'm a
how
pose,
splendid you
clothes,
are.
and makeup. But the
Splendid you
real me is
are.
no pose. My
Splendid
clothes
you
and
are.
mine make great lasting
Splendid
collagen
you
protein.
are.
It not only looks good, it is good.